Hello and welcome back. This is Coach Jeff Mills, your host on The Elephant in the Room. This video is entitled Part 2 of my rib. So the previous video I did a fun fact on the rib cage, and there were 3 different groups of ribs in our rib cage. Everyone is born with approximately 24 ribs, 2 sets of 12. The top 7 ribs are called the true ribs. The next 3 ribs, 8, 9, and 10, are called false ribs. And then the bottom 2 ribs cribs, 11 and 12 are known as floating ribs. And the revelation God gave me as I prayed over this past weekend to give me a specific revelation concerning the ribs were, I'll start with the floating ribs as this relates to past relationships or people that we have dated or been married to. The floating ribs 11 and 12, I believe what Holy Spirit gave me is those ribs, everything God creates has a purpose. So as it relates to the relationships that we've been in, floating ribs are like people who were placeholders. They still taught you a valuable lesson, but they didn't move you towards a specific purpose. These people came into your lives, or you invited them into your lives, and they were just holding the place until your significant other, for men, until your rib was presented to you by God. Doesn't mean they were bad, doesn't mean they were evil. They were brought into your life to teach you a valuable lesson. Those are placeholders. The second group of ribs are called false ribs. These are called false ribs because they're not attached specifically to the sternum, nor are they attached to the vertebrae. I got to go back and confirm that. But ribs 8, 9, and 10 are attached to rib number 7. Stay with me. Ribs 8, 9, and 10 are attached to rib number 7. Okay, so anything that's attached to something that is perfect, something that is specifically designed for a specific purpose in your life, you will have imitators. You will have imposters. You will have wolves in sheep's clothing. You will have angels of light. You will have foxes in the desert. Those people who are attached to your life because they see something beautiful in you. Because they see something in you that they don't have in themselves. They see perfection in you. And they desire to be attached to you. They desire to be close to you. Although they're imitators. They're false. They're not the true rib. They are false ribs. Those false ribs are like people who you thought were for ladies, you thought this was the man of your dreams. For brothers, you thought she was your rib. You thought she was it for you. And I have met at least 2 or 3 women that I thought were, definitely 2 of them, because I married 2 of them. And then since my divorces, I've met at least 2 or 3 others that I thought were my rib. And I was dead wrong in all cases. And so I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who has entered into a marriage relationship believing that this was the one. This was it. And so that's what that is. The false ribs look like. They appear. And let me say this too, concerning the false ribs. When I say false ribs, that's not necessarily evil, wicked, of the devil. In no way am I saying all false ribs, the women that either I was married to or I got into a relationship with and I thought she was my wife, I thought she was my rib. I am not saying that any of them are evil. I could say that about somebody in particular, but I won't put that out there. I won't divulge that information. But there was a few women, and I mean maybe two, who checked all the boxes, who looked like this was the one from God. She was beautiful, attractive, God-fearing, intelligent, down to earth. We had a lot in common, but she was not my rib. Great friends, still friends to this day, but she's not my rib. So she's considered a false rib, someone who I thought was my rib. Again, nothing evil about her, nothing wicked about her, nothing deceitful about her. Sometimes we can want something so bad that we try to force a square peg into a round hole. And in my case, I wanted this woman to be my rib. And the day God revealed to me that she was not, I had to make a hard decision and have that hard discussion to let her know it's not you, it's me. And I know that sounds cliche-ish, but it's the black and white truth that I had to come to terms with. So I've had two of those. Then, as soon as I let go and released the sister who I thought was my rib, it took some time for me to spend some quality time alone with the Lord. And I got to that place where I said, Lord, maybe it's just meant for me to be alone for the rest of my life. Maybe it's meant for me to just be single. And there are seasons where we are to be single, we are to be alone with the Lord. But when I said, Lord, I'm releasing everything to you, the Lord presented to me my rib. And the perfect rib. That's why I preferenced rib number 7. 7 is the number of perfection. Now, it doesn't mean that my rib is absolutely perfect and flawless, because none of us are. But from my personal perspective, God knows exactly who I need and what I need. And from that perspective, from God's perspective, she is absolutely perfect for me. Perfect for me. Perfect fit. Everything about my sweet baby raised honey barbecue rib is perfect for me. Everything I've been praying for, everything I've been looking for in a godly help meet. Everything I've been desiring in a best friend. And I'm not just talking her external beauty. I'm talking character. I'm talking spirit. I'm talking intelligence. I'm talking emotional maturity. I'm talking the whole 9 yards. She is perfect for me. And only God can give you the perfect spouse. So to my brothers and sisters that are out there that are still praying and believing that God is preparing you. For the ladies, God is preparing you to present you to your husband. For you brothers out there, God is preparing you. He has to put you to sleep for a season And in his perfect timing, he will present to you, just like he did Adam, just like he did Boaz, he will present to you your rib. All right, so be encouraged. I want you guys to remember, don't put so much stress and strain and emphasis on how long is it going to take and when you're going to meet them. I want to encourage you that I said this in one of the previous videos in Isaiah 60:22. The Lord said this. He said, when the time is right, that's according to his time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. I, the Lord, will make it happen. So you can stand on that. As long as your heart is right with the Lord, he's going to make it happen in his time. All right. So there was something else I wanted to share. Can't think of it right now, but when it comes to me, I will share it in the next video. All right. So, brothers and sisters, that's my time. Thank you for yours, and as always, remember, Jesus Christ is Lord. He's Lord over all. All right. God bless you. Stay tuned. See you guys real soon. Take care.